Presenting the CW Crew.
We met up with former CW crew member Carly Zucker at the Minneapolis Renaissance Hotel to hear about what she's been up to and a recent party at the new Depot event space. All right, we're here at the Renaissance Minneapolis Hotel. I'm with Carly Zucker. Cheers.
First of all, cheers. Yeah, I'm so excited to see you.
Yeah, I know. Carly, you do so many things. You're like Minnesota mom extraordinaire, event hoster.
Tell my kids that, by the way.
I will. Be sure to do that.
Yes.
They better be watching.
Yes.
But you are also a CW host. So I feel like before we get into your life, we gotta know, how was it being a host on the CW?
I loved being a host on the CW. It was my first time coming back to the Twin Cities. It was my first job when I came back to the Twin Cities. And so they embraced me over at the CW. I felt like I got back into TV and got back into the groove over there. And so I love the CW, and you guys have awesome shows. And so can't go wrong there.
Do you have any favorite memories? You know we're gonna find that footage.
We did so much prep for interviews, which I laugh about now because now I feel like I go into interviews and do zero prep. Sorry, everybody I interview, but we did so much prep, and so I had so many great memories of interviewing real stars like Julianne Hough and prepping for those interviews and having so much fun doing that.
So what have you been up to since the CW?
I do a lot of radio now. When I kind of transitioned out of TV and more into radio.
And you're a new mom.
Yes.
Tell us about the
mom
new
to
addition.
3 now, yeah. So 3 babies at home, and one that's just 2 months old now, little Stella, joined the family. And so mom to 3, it's very busy, but very fun, and they're great, easy kids.
And tell us about your husband. He's got a booming career himself. What's new with him?
Yeah, Jason Zucker. Well, the newest talk is that we basically hear trade talk all the time, but that's okay, part of the business. And he's a forward for the Minnesota Wild right now and loves that. We love Minnesota. Minnesota's home. I grew up here. He's been here for 7 years, and so it's definitely home, and we love it. And yeah, he's just enjoying off season right now, a ton of golf.
So you've also got into event hosting. I mean, I feel like you've been doing a ton with different brands and on social media. What's kind of the latest with that?
Yeah, well, exciting the fact that we're here together at the Renaissance Minneapolis Hotel, the Depot. And so the reason we're here is because I hosted an event for them, their Global Day of Discovery, and we invited a ton of local influencers, bloggers, people that do a ton of events in the Twin Cities to come check out the new space because it's newly renovated. It's absolutely stunning, and we talk about that Instagram world, that everything's built now for social media, and they've done that. They've absolutely nailed it.
So as I've walked around a little bit and peeked around, it really feels historic in here. It really feels like they left some very special things. Tell us a little bit about that.
When they did the renovation, it was about leaving those historical pieces. And so the railroad tracks right outside where the Depot was a railroad station. And so it was outside. They kept the railroad tracks, which is really, really neat. Obviously, the beautiful brick in here. They kept a lot of those historical pieces, and that's so important, I think, to Minnesota in general.
What was people's feedback? What were their favorite parts of the space?
It was so much fun. We got a lot of feedback because there was a bacon bar, which can't go wrong there.
That's
That
right.
was a highlight. But besides all of the food that was here and the drink that was here, people were in awe of the beautiful nature of this space. There's so much open, beautiful windows, light coming in. There's a beautiful outdoor space that you can utilize. And so the feedback was, I could see myself doing so many events in this space. And that to us is exactly what you want to hear when you open a newly renovated space for events. And so the feedback was, I can't wait to host something here.
Do you have one favorite thing? Like one favorite piece in here, one favorite wall? I know there's so many different aspects and so many different special things, but
I think everybody's favorite spot was that flamingo room. It was that bar hole in the wall feel. That flamingo room is something really, really special, and everybody went in there and had such a great time, tons of picture taking in there. And so I think that has to be the favorite space.
very Instagrammable.
Yes,
feels like
everybody's dream.
Feels like you're walking into Pinterest. So much fun. Well, thanks so much for catching up with us. We're so excited for you. And you'll definitely have to come visit us.
I know. Now you're downtown, so I've got to come check you out.
That's right. Where can people find you?
On Twitter, I'm very active on Twitter and social media, of course, on Instagram. And so Carly.Zucker on Instagram, and then Carly Applin on Twitter. And then listen to KFAN Tuesday mornings.
Awesome. We'll tune in. You'll have to check out the space and be sure to find her on social media. Thanks for catching up.
Yeah, thanks.
The CW crew on the CW Twin Cities, DJ Bonix, Alexa Score, and John Foss. Like, follow, subscribe to, and love the CW crew.